Well, welcome to Blind in Texas, broadcasting from the Dallas Metroplex, located in the 28th state in the Union, just north of everybody else. I am Matt Mungle from mungleshow.com, and that is Mr. Brian Kluger from boomstickcomics.com and all his array and splendor. How's it going, buddy?
Going good. Can't complain. Things are great, man.
They are in this great state of Texas we live in. We're going to get into some stuff, a lot of sports stuff, a lot of things going on in our country. But I think we have to start with the obvious. We have to start with here we are as we are recording. We do new shows every Tuesday each week. Well, last night you and I think more begrudgingly than I, were at the screening for the brand new Spider-Man, A Brand New Day movie. I didn't get a chance to talk to you immediately after. So this is the first time we've had a chance to chat since we were in the screening. I feel like I'm hearing rumblings and rustlings and my spidey senses are tingling that you didn't like it. You didn't like the movie.
I didn't like it. I did not like it. I will say I didn't hate it, but I
Okay.
didn't like it.
All right. Well, I think that's a big window because I even said in my review, even the most forgiving diehard fans are not going to love it. Nobody's going to love it, but there are some certain people who hated it, but I think it was enjoyable. I mean, this is like the 50th Spider-Man movie, I feel like. I mean, what else did we want? I felt like they did what they needed to do, and it was an enjoyable time at the theater. I'm not understanding all the hate.
I mean, I will disagree with you that I did not think it was enjoyable whatsoever.
Why was it not
Um,
enjoyable?
oh man,
Were you
pretty
sitting
much
on a
all of it.
tack? Was there a spring in your chair that was poking you? I mean, what was going
No,
on?
we were in the Dolby IMAX thing. There were recliners, but you know what? It's not. It wasn't that. I walked into this movie thinking I was going to absolutely hate it because you know what? I'm tired of Marvel. I'm tired of the bullshit they've been doing. Who cares anymore? They're bringing things back because the last 10 movies haven't worked for them and TV shows. Minus Deadpool and Wolverine. That's an anomaly because they did something different and fun. Uh, Spider-Man, which is part nine because they added all in the other Spider-Mans in the last movie, so it's all part of the same universe. Spider-Man Part 9, which is stupid to say. What are we really doing? How haven't we said all we need to say? Because it's not really Spider-Man's movie. First of all, this movie is 2.5 hours long.
It is. It is two and
It
a half
is.
hours.
It felt like 4 hours.
See, I didn't feel
Um,
that. I didn't even feel it was two and a half. Could they have trimmed it? Yes, there were some certain things they could have trimmed. It didn't feel like I have sat through 2.5 hour movies before that, like you said, felt like an eternity. This one didn't.
Oh, it did to me. It just kept going and going. And yeah, now, I mean, Peter Parker, Tom Holland is an old man. Like, he's not the young guy anymore. And they lean into that a little bit, but it's not really Spider-Man's movie. It's another character's movie who I feel like the reason this movie exists is for another character, not a Spider-Man movie.
All right.
Uh, yeah, it's so dumb. There were flashes of moments throughout that I laughed at. There's a moment in the movie where a couple of the characters are quoting Lord of the Rings, and I was dying laughing because I thought that was great. Other than that, other than maybe some of the fight choreography, and it's always fun to see Spidey's web slinging and all that stuff, but we've seen it 8 times before, maybe
Mhm.
more. What's new? There's a couple new things, but who cares? Who cares who shows up? Who cares about the Marvel? Just like Kylo Ren said in The Last Jedi, let it all die. Let it all go. You know, we need to I don't want another Marvel movie for 10 years. You know, I don't care.
All right. Well, there's parts of that that I do agree with. We didn't need another Spider-Man movie. I think at this point, we didn't really need another MCU movie. You are right. The last 4 or 5 MCU movies, they have lost their footing. They used to be the king. They used to be the most anticipated entity out there, movie going wise, and we haven't seen that in the last 5, 6, 7 years. We just haven't. They lost their way. And I blame the multiverse. The multiverse ruined it all. But yes, we didn't need one, but I feel like what we got was entertaining enough. I mean, it was a lot of the web slinging, there was a lot of angst, there wasn't much humor. They did, I say they put too many characters in and didn't give them a chance to shine. But I like the villain, and I don't know. I just think overall is the way to end the summer. I think it was decent. I think it was something that, and to me, was a better Tom Holland Spider-Man movie than some of the other ones we've gotten. It's probably my maybe second favorite of the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies.
I would
So,
say of the Spider-Man, if
and
you're just
that's a low
going by,
bar. That's a low bar,
if
by
you're
the way.
going by solo Spider-Man movies, there's been four with Tom Holland. Solo, he's been in other
Hmm.
Avengers and all that
Right,
other
right.
stuff.
Yeah, I'm talking about just solo Spider-Man
Solo
Tom
Spider-Man,
Holland.
I think it's the third best. I think the worst one was the second one with Jake Gyllenhaal. I think that was the worst one. But then it
Yeah.
goes this one, and then it goes maybe the third one, like the last one, and then
Which
the
one were
first,
they in London?
the London one. Oh, that was the second one.
So that was the Jake Gyllenhaal one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the least favorite for me.
That's
That
the
was
least favorite.
yeah.
But this one is just not great. There, and for those listening, there is not one end credit sequence. Like technically, is there? Yes, at the very end of the credits, but it's
No.
just a graphic. It's not a scene. There's nobody in it. It's just a graphic. How dumb. They're gonna make people Marvel spent 15 years doing end credits stingers, and they didn't
Hmm.
do one for this to start over the Marvel. Everybody's in there waiting. That was ridiculous.
And I wonder why. I wonder if it was because I mean there is another big MCU movie coming. We know it's coming. It's like the most anticipated movie of the year.
Ugh.
Talking about the doom that is. But so they could have even I don't, did something to that. It was weird. It was almost like somebody forgot to put it in. It's like because there was that little black moment before the main scroll of the credits, and you almost feel like something should have been there. Like
Well,
there's an
that's how it
intern
always
somewhere.
is. You usually get two. You usually get the main
Hmm.
one, which is right after like the main credits before the scroll comes in, and you get the
Hmm.
scene. There was none of that. And then at the very end, it's usually like a 10-second silly thing or something.
Hmm.
It was just a graphic. It was so dumb. It proved like how pretty much the whole movie was bad. And I'll disagree with you. I didn't think the villain was very great. How many times do we have to have a villain with trauma and bonding? Oh, give me a villain like Iago and Shakespeare. Mean
But
bastard.
yeah, you know what? But that's what I wasn't. It wasn't my favorite villain because of the angst. It was my favorite villain because of the power. I'm so tired of aliens and like Scorpion. It's like, okay, we got another mechanical monster with a big giant tail or octagon arms or,
Another
you know,
mechanical asshole is trying to
yeah,
destroy
or an
city.
alien. Some alien comes down with these invisible. That was what I was tired of. So the fact that they gave us a villain with amazing powers that we haven't seen them have to fight before, that's what I appreciated. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the whole puffy cloud, give me a hug villains. I mean, those aren't necessarily fun, but I appreciated this one more than if we would have got another Octagon or Green Goblin or Scorpion. I'm over those. So,
No, me too. And I mean, why? I mean, it is somebody who's like pretty much enjoyed the Tom Holland Spider-Man. It's just we didn't really need one, and it's not really his story other than like he's an old man now. Like he's basically Tobey Maguire emo Spider-Man in this. Like his hair is a little darker, he's a little angrier, he's moodier. And it's his whole arc is like, oh my God, he's turning into an asshole spider, or he he realizes that he can't do anything without friends. It's like, oh my God, how many times have we heard this? I just think it's lazy. And
hmm.
the director who did Short Term 12, I love Cretin. Um, but I just think it's the MCU. It's not
Kevin,
Paul Feig. It's the
Kevin.
studio execs, they have this formula, they want this thing, and man, I mean, you put yourself in the Matt, what would you do? You're a filmmaker, you made some indie films, you get offered Marvel, hey, you get to make Spider-Man 4. Would you do it? Even though
Um,
you won't have creative final control.
yeah, I'd do it. I'd do it for the
Yeah,
check.
I'd do it.
Heck yeah, I'd do it.
I
Because,
made $1 million,
but there are people out there who wouldn't, who value the legacy and value the care. I would do it and then just do something like, I don't know what I would do. I don't know what I would do different than they did here. I don't know. I felt like that we didn't to allude. I don't want people to think that this is Spider-Man 3. Spider-Man 3 of every Spider-Man movie ever is probably my least favorite. The Dark Spider-Man. This one, yes, it alluded to that. It gave hints of that, but it didn't nearly go as dark as Spider-Man 3, and I'm glad for that. Yeah, I mean, it was Aunt May on the bed with you saying, you know what, you don't need to be alone. That's what this was, and we all need an Aunt May telling us what's going on
I mean, sure, yeah, I mean, but how many times must we hear this in a movie and in a Marvel movie and all of that? It's all about
every
doing
time.
things together. I mean, it's just the same thing. And for 2.5 hours, come on.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Well, again, I didn't love it. Nobody's going to love it, but I didn't hate it. It was to me an entertaining time, and I took some things away with it. And the main thing I took away, I don't like to give spoilers and who's going to show up, but this is pretty obvious. The inclusion of Punisher, I think, saved a lot of this movie. A lot of this
Well,
movie was saved by John showing up and doing what he does so amazing as Frank Castle.
right. And I think he's the better character here. And, I've been hearing behind the scenes stuff is like, oh man, he was cursing constantly on screen. They had to do
Oh, I can't
multiple
imagine.
takes. And you're like, you can see it on screen. Like he wants to
Yes.
use the F word and the MF word. And, I think he's good in most of it. I think towards the end, it gets a little cutesy, but I mean, I think people are going to come away with this as like they like Punisher more than Spider-Man, but who knows?
Yeah, it's almost like when Mandalorian hijacked the what was the one he hijacked the series
Oh, Boba Fett.
Boba Fett series. Yeah,
Yeah.
they brought the Mandalorian in like you know what, we need to save this. That's I feel like there were times that's what Frank Castle did. So anyway,
Yeah.
so yeah, I just wanted to bring this up because it was fresh on my mind and we didn't get a chance to talk. And that is the big movie coming out this weekend, and it's
So out of
kind of wrapping up
100%, what
summer.
would you give it number wise?
Out of 100%,
Yeah.
I would give it a 70,
Okay. All
75
right.
maybe. I think that's fair because there were things I liked about it. I also said in my review, I mean, we just love Tom Holland and Zendaya together in real life. So I think that adds to the emotional heartbreak is seeing them on screen. You want Peter Parker and MJ to have what Tom Holland and Zendaya have.
Of
So
course.
of
Okay.
course, of course.
All right. All right.
So yeah, but you know, again, I don't know if we need another one. I said that the last two. We don't need another one. So we don't need another one. Pump the
They're gonna
brakes.
keep making them. They're gonna keep
Pump
making
the
them.
brakes. All right. Well, yeah, we're going to get into some sports. We're going to get into some other talk. You sent me a whole list of things you wanted to talk about. I think I want to start with because this is what angered me the most. You sent me a list. I guess Esquire did the top ranking of all the
Yeah,
NFL
and it wasn't
quarterbacks.
Esquire, it was Fox Sports.
Oh, it was Fox Sports? I thought it was Esquire.
I thought
Oh,
it was Esquire too, but it was Fox Sports. Fox
well, that's
Sports,
even worse.
the quarterback stock market ranking all 32 starting quarterbacks heading into the new season.
Oh, yeah, it is Fox Sports. I see it. Yeah, and I looked through this list. And this makes it even worse. Like I would see Variety or Esquire or some magazine like that getting it wrong. The fact that Fox got it this wrong, that concerns me.
Now I'm curious. Like you're like they got it all wrong, Mr.
They
Football, Mr. NFL over here.
they did. It's almost like they just drew names out of a hat in order, but it didn't matter what order they drew them. It's like there was,
Okay.
and they don't give you. I mean, maybe if you go deep into the article, it would give you ideas of why they ranked them. They just gave you the rank and the previous rank, but I didn't say why they ranked them here. I mean, did you
Okay, so
feel
if you
like this
go
was a,
down more or less why there are some little articles about each one, but yeah, it's an interesting list. T Tell me what you disagree with.
well, I should say I don't disagree with the top necessarily the top two. I mean, no spoil. Josh Allen is number one. I can't really argue with that. I like Josh Allen. He didn't go to the Super Bowl, but I feel like he is probably one of the better quarterbacks out there. Matthew Stafford at number two. I'll forgive it. I'll forgive it because of the rest of the crap. Joe Burrow number three. I could almost deal with that. Here's where it gets weird for me. Is kind of in this middle range. Patrick Holmes at seven. Yeah, that's good that he dropped. Lamar Jackson at eight. Why is Lamar Jackson in the top 30? He should be 31 or 32.
He
I can't
really, I
stand,
mean, he's like one of the best part of the Baltimore Ravens usually.
which is nothing. I mean, that's like saying, okay, that's like saying that the person running down the sidewalk screaming was the best part of Spider-Man last night. I mean, come on. It doesn't matter. So yeah, Lamar Jackson, the fact that he's number 8 is bothering me. I'm gonna go through these quickly and then we can stop and talk. Dak Prescott at 10 should be higher.
He was
Trevor
previously
Lawrence,
at number 9. He
right?
went
So he
down.
dropped. So we're going to revisit these. Jalen Hurts at 14. Jalen Hurts is probably top 5. I don't know why Jalen
Okay.
Hurts for the Eagles is in there. Must have been a Cowboy fan writing this. Um, Bo Nix, Sam Darnold, and Jared Goff. Jared Goff should be higher. Jared Goff is 15.
Yeah, he was previously ranked 11. He
He
went
should he
down.
should have went up. Jared Goff
Yeah.
should have went up. Um, here's ones that bother me. Kyler Murray is at 19 and Bryce Young is at 24. Bryce Young took the Panthers to the playoffs for the first time in I don't know how many decades.
Since they basically started.
I know Kyler Murray still hadn't got out of his booster seat yet.
Yeah.
Why is Kyler Murray 19 and Bryce Young 24? And CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud should even be higher than Kyler Murray and Baker
Yeah.
Mayfield. CJ Stroud at 22, Bryce Young
Well,
at
I was I
24, and then
was
Kyler and Baker at 18, 19. Yeah, that was my biggest issue.
and I was
Go down as
surprised
five.
that Jackson Dart of the Giants was ranked 21 because usually people have been saying Jackson Dart's the new big quarterback in the NFL, but not
Right.
according to this article.
Yeah, I didn't read the tome that was written to go along with this. It's like War and Peace to see how they came up with this idea, but I don't know what this ranking. I don't know what it's based on. I don't know if it's based on popularity, if it's based on. I don't know. I mean, there is no rhyme or reason for this ranking for these quarterbacks.
Well, I mean, it's basically this article is going into training camp because training camp starts this week for everybody, and this is
Yep.
like their ranking going into it before kind of like a big padded practice. So
Hmm.
you never know. Like, you have what's his name? Aaron Rodgers at 26.
Right.
And I mean, where do you go from there, really?
You don't. And so that's why I'm confused. Like, I don't know if this is based on what they expect them to do next season. It's definitely not based on what happened last season.
No.
There's no way that this is based on performance of last season. Even if you base it on what your expectations are for next season, it doesn't make any sense. I think this is one of those top sexiest men alive, where this was not based on anything other than popularity or paid by the agents. Maybe their agents got a chance to pay Fox for like a rant. It's like top 10 doctors in Dallas. It ain't based on no patients. It's based on who paid for the advertising.
Well, I mean, I'm looking at it as like, so I went to ESPN, I went to Sports Illustrated, I went to SB Nation. They all have their rankings now too, and they're
Hmm.
more or less spot on with this Fox Sports one. And remember, this is like the QB stock market. This is looking at it from a stock market, a financial type of situation. And so, like, look at Patrick Mahomes. Kansas
Right.
City is dead. Kansas City, they're not going to have the dynasty they once had over the last few years. They're not. They can win stuff. They're not going to the Super Bowl again for a while. That
Right.
that that thing is done. Josh Allen, Jackson Dart, all of these people, they are what I guess in the financial stock market. Oh, they're hearing buzz about these players. They're getting better. They're showing their things on the field. Like these are the top prospects. Should Dak be higher? Yes. However, trying to speak as a Cowboys fan and not as a Cowboys fan in this particular moment, also him being ranked at 10 is pretty good out of 32, only because I feel like Dak Prescott is like 50 years old. He's only getting older. He's been injured. When is that gonna, like you feel like is Dak Prescott in his prime? Who's in
Hmm.
their prime right now?
Right. That makes sense. And Bryce Young, I keep going back to him only because of where the Panthers were last season compared to seasons before. And he didn't
Yeah.
change. He stayed at 24. I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's fair to Bryce Young. Um, and if I look at this, let's say you were building your fantasy league and you
Yeah.
had to draft somebody. You're not going to draft him based on this. You're not going to draft Kyler Murray over CJ Stroud. You're not
Right.
going to do it. So,
No.
that's what I mean. I don't understand the point. I guess I just don't understand the point of the list. It
I,
doesn't do anything.
well, because I mean, it's getting, I mean, again, it's basically getting people excited for fantasy football before the snap is thrown at practice, the first snap is thrown. This is like, here's what
Okay.
it's the off season. Here's where we rank our quarterbacks based on last year, buzz, what they've been doing in like the gym. Here's where they could be. And Josh Allen has stayed in the news. Josh Allen has stayed in this thing. And you
Well,
never know.
you never know, and I'm all about getting excited for football. My son and I were talking about that heading to the screening last night. We're like, hey, it's going to start here in a few weeks. We're excited about football season. We're started, so I'm all about getting amped up and ready. I don't think this did the opposite for me. This made me like, I don't know. So I'm looking at this going, I'm ready for all of these people to prove them wrong. Jacoby Brissett, he's probably gonna win the whatever they win for the best quarterback of the year.
Well, okay.
And he's number 32. I don't even know who he plays for. Who's Jacoby Brissett? I
What do
don't
you
even
think
know him.
about Shador Sanders?
Who?
Shador Sanders,
I don't know who that is.
Deion Sanders kid.
He's not a quarterback.
Was he not a quarterback?
I don't know what he was. He.
Yes.
I just know he was supposed to be drafted number one and went like that whole news story had me just loving it.
Oh no, it was great. Yeah.
It was love. I mean, I mean, he was going to be the greatest thing since Michael Jordan in the NBA.
Didn't happen.
Didn't happen. Could it still happen? Maybe. I mean, I don't wish him ill will. I just feel like he needed. I think the NFL gods took him down a peg. They
I
humbled
think
him a
so
little
too.
bit so
Well,
that he
his
can do
dad is
better
Deion
later.
Sanders, the biggest, showboat in the world.
Yeah, yeah. So I think it was good. I think it's going to be in the long run. He's going to look back at this and be like, I'm glad that happened because it made me a better person, which made me a better player. Because if he would have been drafted number one, if the hype would have lived up, if he'd have lived the whole life, I think it wouldn't. I don't think it made him a good person. I think this helped him. I think this helped.
Okay. I
Is he
have a
going to
question
start?
for you. Huh?
Is he going to
Is he gonna
start
start? Yeah, he usually starts. Yeah, he'll be starting this year.
for the Browns? Right.
Yeah. I
I
have a
like the
question for you
Browns.
though.
All right,
I have
you
a
always
question.
do.
Browns. I have a question for you.
Okay.
Dak Prescott, Cowboys.
hmm
He's ranked number 10 in here. Other
hmm
polls, I've seen him ranked number 8. Where do you rank him?
I'm always going to
Right
rank
now,
him
right
right
now.
now.
Or practice.
Right now, I'm going to put him at 7.
At 7.
Yeah, I think when you and I have talked about this, I think he's a better football player and a better quarterback than what his team allows him to be.
I agree. But is it on the quarterback? Because the quarterback is the leader. Look at Aikman, look at Romo, look at Staubach, look at all these people we've had. Quarterback is supposed to be the leader. Can Dak be the leader the Cowboys need in this team? Because the Cowboys, well, we have a couple other Cowboys news, but can Dak Prescott lead his team? That's the thing.
You can only lead people who want to be led. And I don't think that his team wants to be led. I think his team wants to just, I don't know. I think everybody's in it for their own reason.
No.
So you can only lead people who want to be led. I mean, look, one of the greatest quarterbacks ever in the history. I don't say that's a but let me pump the brakes a little bit because you can't rule out Aikman and Staubach. Tony Romo is probably one of the most brilliant minded understanding of the position and the game quarterbacks the Cowboys have ever had.
Yes.
But I think Romo was in the same situation of having a team that was, I don't know. I don't know what was going on with that team around Romo. But Romo was probably, to me, the smartest quarterback we've ever had. But he's never gonna be in that ranking because
He
maybe he
never went to
didn't
a
win as
Super Bowl.
much. He didn't win a
Yeah.
Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So, so I say that about Prescott. Prescott may never win a Super Bowl with the Cowboys. That doesn't mean that he's not an amazing quarterback.
No,
It's
he's an
just
amazing quarterback. If you go back the last 4 years, 5 years of the Cowboys, he's constantly the number one, like breaking records, the number one
mhm,
quarterback as far as stats in the
mhm.
league, in the
Yeah,
NFL. But he's not
yeah,
winning because, yeah,
because he doesn't have a team around him to win. And so then you
yeah.
got the Seahawks winning the Super Bowl.
And so do you blame the team?
Yep.
Do you blame Jerry Jones? Do you blame the
Yep.
coach, or do you blame
Yep.
everybody?
Yep. Yep.
Yep, yep, yep. What?
It trickles down.
What?
Poop rolls downhill, man. It all rolls downhill, and it all comes from Jerry's butt, and it's just rolling downhill and covering everything.
Okay.
So yeah, I do. I blame them all. Now,
Oh,
am I convinced that the Cowboys are going to win the Super Bowl this year? Absolutely. What kind of Cowboy fan would I be if I didn't come into this going, we're going to win the Super Bowl? We are.
yeah.
You got to say it. But
And I'll say this: we have a couple other Cowboys news. This is the first time in years, I can't even remember, that we do not have a contract dispute going into training camp. Everybody is on board. Pickens, who we thought was going to leave, is on. He's on the team. He signed his contract.
amen.
Our best kicker, Aubrey, just had a child. He's on the Cowboys.
Ole.
That's the news. Congratulations, Mazel Tov. Hope you named the kid Laces Out. And, you know, with no contract dispute going into the Cowboys, first time in years it's happened. Is this the year? Is this the time? Is everybody finally coming together?
Maybe, and I don't get into that business side of the sports. Like I couldn't have told you that. I could not have told you that about contract disputes that we've had and the fact that we don't have any this time. That's good news. That's good
Well, that's
news
good.
to
Well, you
hear.
remember last year? Last year, Micah Parsons, one of our best players, was like the day before we were supposed to play. He was like, "Oh, he's gonna play for Green Bay now." Like
Right.
the day
Yeah.
prior, we didn't know if he like. It's happened every year.
Yeah, which does take a little bit into training camp. You're right. Mentally, it's instability going into training camp. So you're right. Maybe this will be the fact that we don't have any of that weight, any of that distraction on our shoulders, and we can come out of there and just start waylaying, man. Because we don't have a hard schedule. We don't really have a hard schedule this year. We should be 8-1, 8-2 first 10 games.
Mid-season 8-1.
First 10 games, 8-2. We
Okay.
should be. We shouldn't have any problem being there.
So who's our competition? Who's the one to watch out for in our schedule?
Eagles and Commanders always, but we play them later in the year.
Okay.
We don't have a bye week till week 14, I think, is when our bye
Which
week,
is crazy. Which is
which is
crazy.
crazy. So I don't think, I mean, if we play the way the Cowboys can play, the Eagles, the Commanders in our division, and then maybe a couple of outliers elsewhere we could keep an eye on. 49ers always seem to give us problems. I don't, but that should be our only issue. That should be
Okay.
really the only teams we have to watch out for if we can
Okay.
stay healthy. If we can stay healthy. What's your prediction? Where are we going to be top 10 games?
Top 10 games. I mean, my hope is like we don't lose a game.
Well, we're going to
You know,
any given
10 and
Sunday.
0.
Any given Sunday, somebody's going to lose a game. So
Right. But uh I'm really thinking that we're going to lose 3 games within the first 10 games.
8-2, 7-3. I think that's fair. I
Yeah.
think we're on the same page there.
Yeah.
So, only
Now,
time
if
will
we can
tell.
do that and then really string it together for the rest of the season, the other half, I think we have a shot. And I think we've had a shot every season. But, unlike baseball, unlike hockey, unlike basketball, when you're in the playoffs of the NFL for the Super Bowl, it's one and done. It's like the NCAA tournament. You don't get the best of 7 games. It is
You don't.
one and done.
It is. It is. It is probably that's heartbreaking because I mean you can have we've seen it. You can go into the playoffs the best team and it's raining and all of a sudden you can't win because you're playing in the rain. It's
Yeah.
or snow on the ground. It's like you turn into an ice bowl and it's anybody's game. So
Yeah.
and you're right. You don't get next Wednesday to make up the game and tie the series. You
Yeah,
don't
it's
get
not the
you
like
don't
I
get
mean,
it.
yeah, I mean it's crazy because usually when playoff season starts, it's like another season of basketball, hockey, and baseball
Hmm.
because you have to play the best of 7 each round. And
Right.
then in the championship, you play the best of 7 on all of those. But NFL, it's one and done. And that is, I mean, it's scary. And I mean, more is at stake, I guess. Whereas in the other sports, you're like, okay, we can afford to lose one and then come back better,
Yeah.
just it's crazy. So I feel like with the Cowboys, when they have been in the playoffs, they lose. Like it's
Hmm.
gone.
Yeah. Yeah. I would rather if we can't start the season strong at 8-2 or 7-3. I'd rather start the season shaky and end big because we
Okay.
sometimes will start big and then falter. And like you said, we can't even make the playoffs or we lose the first round of the playoffs. I'd rather be shaky at the beginning, figure out what's going wrong, and then end big and go into it on a streak, on a high note. Because I think
Okay.
that momentum would push us through the playoffs. Because we do
And do
see
you think
we lose steam so much.
I know, and do you think this year Jerry Jones will be bigger or quieter in the media and in press conferences about his Cowboys?
Well, here's the thing. Here's what I do appreciate about Jerry, and there are very few things. He loves the Cowboys.
Yeah, he
It's
loves
it's
them.
like you and I sitting here on this podcast going, we got to go into this season saying we're going to win the Super Bowl. What kind of fans would we be?
Yeah.
So I don't get mad at Jerry for going into the media and going, oh, we're going to win it all. We're going to win it all. Because I think that's the Jerry and that's the coach. That's the owner we need. You want somebody that's going to get behind you and push.
Yeah.
So whether he's big in the media or not big in the media, I'd rather him be big in the media and just support the team and
Yeah.
make some good decisions, you
Yeah.
know? So blame yourself when it goes wrong. That's what he needs to do. So
Yeah.
what I
There you
know,
go.
Jerry ain't called me in years, so he don't care what I think.
Well, he should. We should get
He
Jerry
should.
Jones on this show and listen to us.
We should get him on here. Him and who else could we get?
Charlotte?
Charlotte. We could get Charlotte on here and talk about them cheerleaders. Because I mean, if
Yeah.
if you know if Netflix can do for the cheerleaders, if Jerry can do for the Cowboys what Netflix did for the cheerleaders, I think we'd be in good shape.
Take a cue from your daughter, old Jer.
That's right.
How
Exactly. But gotta love them Cowboys. I
about
wish.
them Cowboys? Yeah.
How about them Cowboys? Yeah, I wish Oklahoma would get a football team.
Yeah, right.
I wish they would, only because I know people in Oklahoma, and it'd be fun to have them on the show and do some kind of rivalry. I think we need to for Texas OU weekend. I have
I
some
mean, it won't
huge
happen. It's
OU
the same
fans.
reason why Austin won't have a pro team. It's because of the Longhorns. Oklahoma has a basketball team now, but
Mhm.
Kansas doesn't have a pro team.
Yeah. There's a lot of states that don't. I mean,
Yeah.
some states have three and some have
Yeah,
none. That's not fair.
absolutely.
We have one, the Cowboys.
Do we? We have
Yeah.
two,
Nah, we don't.
sometimes three.
We have one down there in the Gulf of America. That's the Gulf of America team.
The Houston,
Houston.
we have football, Dallas and Houston. Basketball, we have San Antonio, Houston, Dallas.
Oh, we do have three basketball teams, don't we? I
Yeah.
always forget. Texas is too
Wemby,
big.
Spurs, what are you doing?
The
The
Spurs.
Rockets. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's the Houston Oilers. What is Houston now?
Well, now it's the Houston Texans.
The Houston Texans, which that's
Fucking
kind of
worse
like
name than
I know they just
Oilers sounds cool. Texans.
Oilers is and not only that they just hijacked our entire state.
Yeah.
It's like we have Texas Stadium, but they're the Houston Texans. I don't know
Right.
what that means. Anyway,
Well,
so
which is
we'll
weird
see.
because there's the Houston Astros, but there's the
Mhm.
Texas Rangers.
That's true. We're not the Dallas Rangers.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody needs to get organized. Somebody needs to clean all that. We just need to scrap it all and start over. We're going to
Agreed.
go back to what you said earlier about Kylo Ren. Just burn it all down and start
Burn
again.
it all down, let it die.
Yeah. Are you a proponent of redoing all of the divisions? The fact that we're in with the Eagles and the Commanders instead of in with the Chiefs and the I don't know Lions even going straight up in Houston. I mean, do
It,
you
it
think it
is
needs to be
it's
more
weird.
organized?
I mean, to me, I guess I don't care, but if you're doing regions and like even in college sports like Big 12, it's all changing. How is that done? Why is that done? Maybe it's just to change it up, like and change
Mhm.
is good. Like we're not playing the same shit out all the time, like let's change it up, getting it going. So I'm
Yeah, I
in.
mean, I mean, going every season knowing that six of our games are going to be against the Eagles, Commanders, and the Giants. We just know that
Yeah.
already.
Yeah.
So it would be interesting. I mean, because you do. I mean, the Eagles and the Commanders and the Giants make sense to be in there. It's
Yeah.
almost like we're the odd person out. We're like,
Yeah.
oh, what are we doing here? So
Yeah.
I think it should be shook up. Like every 5 years,
Yeah.
reorganize all of it. I mean, what
I
would it
like
what would
it.
it hurt schedule wise? You're still
They change
traveling,
the
you're still
rules
playing.
constantly. They changing everything.
Yeah,
Let's change this. Yeah.
yeah, I
I'm
agree.
in.
All right, we're going to get into some other sports because there's so many sports teams. I know baseball's the only one playing, but it's a good time for news and sports. But just to kind of break up the sports a little bit, another thing you sent me, which again, I don't know if I didn't know any of this. You said Twin Peaks is to open 20 new restaurants in Texas after going bankrupt. Three things I didn't know about in that article. First of all, I didn't know Twin Peaks went bankrupt. Second of all, I didn't know they were coming back. And third of all, I'm not sure they even left. I've never been to Twin Peaks. I've never been to Twin Peaks. Is it like a what kind of is it a it's a restaurant obviously, but what's Twin Peaks famous for?
Twin Peaks, I like titties. Twin Peaks
All
took
right.
the
I thought we were talking about food here. What are you gonna
But
go
Twin
ahead?
Peaks and titties go hand in hand. It's like Hooters. They took the model of Hooters and they added a little bit to it. It's basically the same thing, different color scheme, different outfits, almost kind of. But it's just hot chicks in very revealing clothing, lots of big titties, and they're serving you beers and wings and all that other stuff. It's the same thing, and they were everywhere. There was like 10 in Dallas. They all shut down except for like one over the last few years because they all went bankrupt, which was crazy to me. There was one right by our Angelica, next door, even connected to the Angelica. I used to go there before screenings, and they prided themselves on serving the coldest beer.
Mhm.
So
I'm all
before
for a
screens, I
cold
used to
beer.
take shots, tequila, beers, and stuff like that. Say hi to all the ladies, and now you know when somebody goes bankrupt in America. That's why I fucking love America. When somebody goes bankrupt in America, it ain't over. It ain't over.
It's not
They
over till
come
it's
back
over.
bigger and better with 20 new locations over the next couple years. And to me, I'm like, well, hell yeah. First off, Hooters is going out because there's only like one Hooters left, maybe in Dallas. We got to bring something back with titties, Matt.
Do
We got
you
to.
though? Do
Yeah,
you?
yes.
See, I don't get it. I don't get the whole um and not saying that I'm not a fan. That's not what I'm saying. But
I think
it's like
everybody's a fan of titties.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. I think we've evolved as a culture, I would hope, where that's not I'm surprised that strip clubs are still around.
What?
Who's climbing out from under rocks going to strip clubs anymore?
Me.
I would have said that 20 years ago, and I still get on that podium today. I mean, really? I mean, it's like I'm trying
There's
to.
no
If you
other
go, people are
job
like,
that
oh, that's where I
supports
go
the.
during lunch. I want to go to a strip club during lunch. I'm like, I'm eating. Move that over there somewhere. I'm trying to eat my food.
Well, first of
So
all, most strip club lunches are free and they're a free buffet.
ain't none. There's no such thing as a free lunch, buddy. No, there's nothing free going on in there.
Second of all, it's entertainment. There's
Is it
entertainment.
It's entertaining. What is entertaining about it?
Seeing naked people dance to your favorite songs, it's pretty amazing while you're eating your little, cheese plate.
I guess I don't. I've never understood the concept. When I was getting out of college and in my early 20s, all my friends wanted to go to strip clubs. I'm like, why? These people don't like you. They're going to pretend to like you, and you're going to give them money. If you want to give money to somebody who pretending to like you, just find a girlfriend. I mean, it's like I don't get it. So when we're having this thing about Twin Peaks went out of business, I would be like, well, I'm thinking it went out of business probably because we've evolved to the point where that's silly now. But
No,
now you're
it's
saying
not
it's coming
that.
back. Now if they
It's
came back
not
with a new
that.
brand and they're like, so what if it was now they're going to have male and female waitresses?
No, no, no chicks are going to want to go to places like that. There's some that
Because
do. It's
and
it's a
this shows why
men-dominated
that
business.
women will always evolve and become greater than men.
I
This is
disagree. I
why.
think it's
This is
equal.
why.
Men do evolve too. And I'm saying, if you look at Hooters restaurants, if you looked at Twin Peaks restaurants, they were fairly big restaurants. They weren't little small, little 20
Mm-mm.
person
Sure.
eateries. They were big ass place. That's a lot of real estate. That's a lot of money to pay. And then over since COVID, last 6 years, people, the young 20s, the late teens, early 30s, they've all kind of stopped drinking. The alcohol business as a whole has gone way, way down. That's why you go to all these restaurants and there's not just a cocktail menu, there's a mock cocktail menu,
Sure.
zero alcohol. So alcohol sales has gone down and that's their bread and butter. I don't think it's a thing of like people are, think they're, oh, this is wrong to do this. No, they want this. They want more nudity in cinema, more titties, all of that. I think it was a a money issue of real estate and alcohol sales going down, which I think are starting to climb a little bit more.
Ma- and maybe so. And I'm not saying that people weren't going because morally they thought it was wrong. I just thought we've just grown past that. Like it's just silly.
Nobody's
Um,
going growing past. Why you want to live in a world where there's no titties at a restaurant? What are you talking about?
I don't know. It's just never been. I've
Well, yeah,
never
I mean, this is
understood.
coming from the person who doesn't like to eat food. You want to take a pill and that's it.
Yeah, and that's another thing too. I think because I've never been there, but I wouldn't miss it. Like I don't go to. Let me think of my favorite restaurant because, like I said, they're rare. But let's say if I go to this great Mediterranean restaurant who has like a beautiful Middle Eastern food, I'm not sitting there eating it going, I wish there was a half naked lady here bringing me this food. It's never even why would that make the enhancement better? It wouldn't. It wouldn't
It makes it
elevate it at all.
memorable, it's
No,
entertaining and awesome.
it's
If
awkward.
if
It's
it's
awkward.
not
It's not
awkward at all.
entertainment. It's
You make it
awkward.
awkward because you're awkward.
You're awkward. I don't make it awkward because I'm awkward. I just think it's silly. And I look at the younger generation now. You know, it's the same reason that Sean Connery as James Bond would slap a woman on the butt and go upstairs, honey. This is man talk. In the 70s,
Absolutely.
and you know what? Daniel Craig is not going to do that. Daniel Craig is going to weep at the grave of his loved one. He's not going to be out here chasing. The same reason that James Bond had to evolve is the same reason our culture needed to evolve. And I think the next generation has evolved where they're not Sean Connery slapping some woman on the butt. They're Daniel Craig being like, what can I do to be a better person here?
We need more of that. We need more Sean Connery in the world.
Do you think so?
Oh yeah. No, for sure.
No.
For sure. For sure.
All right. Well, I'll take old man for 600, Alex. All your
You're the
mother,
man
Alex
now,
Trebek.
dog.
Anyway, so you think now, what if Twin Peaks comes back with these 20 new restaurants, but they've rebranded and all it is like cold beer and just normal waiters and waitresses? You going?
Fuck no.
So you don't go for the cold. So you're not going
No,
to go.
fuck no. If they got rid of their best asset,
No pun.
no, no,
All right.
absolutely.
Interesting. Because I got excited when you said they had the coldest beer. I'm like, hey, I'm in. Put that on the sign.
No, they do. They have a sign that says "We who serve the world's coldest beer," and at every bar they had like the temperature in live, how cold it was on the tap.
Interesting. How did I miss that?
I don't know. You don't like good things, Matt. You don't like titties and beer.
I love beer. I love them both. I love them both. I just don't necessarily need them in the same glass. That's how I'm
Oh,
going to end this conversation. I love them both. They don't need to be in the same glass.
okay.
All right. And the reason I looked down at my phone, this thing just popped up on my phone about trading Steph Curry. I know we were talking about sports, but this article says trading Steph Curry is an awful idea. He needs to be a warrior for life. I didn't know they were going to trade Steph Curry.
Yeah, that was in talks. I mean, everybody thought, LeBron James was going to stay with the Lakers. No, he's going to the 76ers, which is
Hmm.
hilarious. It happens. It happens late in life. Steph Curry, if he gets traded, he gets traded. You, we, I'm trying to think like somebody as big as Dirk Nowitzki. We
Right.
haven't had anybody because Dirk Nowitzki stayed with the Mavericks forever. He didn't ever
Hmm.
win anywhere else. He was the biggest player, the best player, and have we had a big best player that stayed with a team like that since?
Yeah. And you mentioned this a couple of shows ago where we don't have that anymore. There's no team loyalty for players anymore. I don't know if you can blame agents or you can blame players, but there isn't. It's like they follow the money, which I can't blame them. I mean, there's money out there to be made. But I feel like if I was a player and I found a team that embraced me and I fit in the organization, I wouldn't necessarily want to look elsewhere. Because it's like it's never good starting over. It's never good starting a new job or starting a new partner. It's like, I don't know. So I think I think teams would be better if people did stay, you know?
Right, unless you know your place. Like I remember when when what's his name who bought the Mavericks? Mark Cuban bought the
Hmm.
Mavericks back in the late 90s. Dennis Rodman was at the end of his career, kind of in the twilight of his career, and Cuban was like, "Hey, you're not in your prime, but come
Hmm.
back. Come play for us for a season. get the fans back in. We'll build a team around that. Come in, do your thing, go off the court, get ejected. If there's that, I get it. You get paid several more $1 million. You're not playing every game. You come out and do your thing. But LeBron still thinks he can play like the best of them. And
That's
Steph
the
Curry, I
problem.
mean, yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, it's a young man's game, dude. It's
Yeah.
like everything in life. It is a young guy's game. So I don't blame him either way. I think Dirk is a good example though of team loyalty. I remember all my family are Cardinal fans. They all live in Missouri. They just live, breathe, and die the St. Louis Cardinals. And when they had this catcher that had been there forever and swore he would be there forever, and then he left, and they were brokenhearted that this guy would actually leave the team. It's like it was almost like they felt offended, like somebody in their family had just up and just left with no warning, you know.
Yeah.
So I know that fans get attached to players as well, and it can be detrimental when they leave. So I don't know. I don't know what the answer is.
I don't know. I mean, they're going to play wherever they're going to play. You still get to see them, but it's also, you don't want to call it quits. You don't want to, do your commentating, go do whatever else. But yeah, it's a whole thing.
Yeah, it is a whole thing. So, all right. So anyway, that just popped up about Steph Curry. That's the only reason I got off there. So to wrap up the Twin Peaks thing again, just give me some cold beer. I like them both, but I like them in their own element. And so I don't know. It's an interesting concept to me. Now, what I get more excited about is the one that came right under that in your announcement was that Whataburger's giving away 76 cent items in August because of their anniversary. That to me is more exciting because man, I can do me some Whataburger. Water chicken
Waterburg
sandwich.
Whataburger is celebrating its 76th birthday. It's a Texas local, like In-N-Out is to California. Whataburger is to Texas. 76 years in the making. And for the month of August, every week, they're going to have two different items they're selling for 76 cents each. Whether it's the chicken sandwich, the burger, fries, shake, whatever.
Hmm.
They're doing it. And 76 and going strong. And I will say, Whataburger's pretty good. It's not my favorite fast food burger, but I do love a Whataburger.
It's probably it's up there high, man. It's hard to beat for just a fast food burger. It is hard to beat Whataburger. I know love people love In-N-Out. We have them here in Texas now. I remember when they came to Allen and everything else. I'm not a fan of In-N-Out. In-N-Out is way low on my burger scale.
Right. Like I'll eat In-N-Out if it has to be. It's not my favorite either. It's not, I
What
mean,
is your
is it a
favorite then? I'm
good
curious
burger?
now if it's not Whataburger for burger, what is your favorite? Brahms?
Dude, Brahms has a badass burger,
They do,
dude.
man. I ain't
Do
lying.
not sleep on Brahms
Mm-mm.
Market. Do not sleep on
Nope.
Brahms anything. It's good
Brahms has got
stuff.
a dang good burger. Their
Yeah.
chicken basket, Kimberly swears by their chicken basket.
Yeah.
Anyway. So what is your favorite burger?
I
So
would
far.
you said it. I was probably going to say Braum or
Ah,
Culver's. Culver's has a
never been there.
great burger. I love
Never been to
Culver's.
Culver's. So
Yeah,
better
there's one
than
in Frisco. There's one near you. You should go. It's awesome.
maybe I'll try it. I like a good burger, man. I could do some. I like diner burger, like not diner burgers, but like those. There was a place in Oklahoma called Flat Tire that was like this really cool place that had really great beer and burgers, and man, it was. So if you could find a really great burger place, I'm
Yeah.
down, man, for
Yeah.
sure. We did a ranking of the chicken sandwiches as a family not too long ago. We went and did Whataburger, Chick-fil-A, Wendy's, and McDonald's, and I think one more for best chicken sandwich. And
Burger King's not number one with the
oh,
oval fucking chicken
Burger
sandwich.
King was in there too, as far as the ones we tested. That's where I forgot about Burger King. But Whataburger was a close second to Chick-fil-A. Burger King was like fourth, I think.
Dude, Burger King, the oval sandwich with all the mayo and the shredded lettuce and that chicken patty. Dude, give me five of those and I'll murder them. Oh,
Yeah, Burger King gets a bad rap. I think their food's better than people. I don't know what happened to Burger King that they became the outlier where it's like you don't tell people you're going to Burger King. You just don't.
I feel like most people hate Wendy's, but I don't know. Maybe Wendy's is the grossest. I don't know. I mean,
No. Or
yeah,
Jack in
I
the
don't know.
Box.
Yeah. Oh, man. I haven't eaten Jack in the Box since they killed all those people in the 80s. Haven't done it. I hold the
Uh,
grudge. Hold the grudge, Jack in the Box. Hold the grudge.
yeah, so I'm definitely gonna have my Whataburger app out every week trying to see what's on sale for 76 cents because I'm
Yeah,
also,
excited.
not only do I like good food, a good burger, I want to actually pay less for it. So
Well, now I'm excited. You don't want to eat pills anymore. You're excited about the fast food burgers and chicken sandwiches. This gives
when
me
you tell me
hope.
there's 76 cents, I get excited.
76 cents.
I got so mad last night. I was telling my wife in bed last night. I got so mad because we went to the screening, and my son and I always eat at the food court before we go. And I was like, you know what? I want something different. I don't want kava because I get kava a lot. He always gets Chick-fil-A. I was like, I don't really want Chipotle because we have one here. So I was looking, I was like, I'm just going to do Which Wich. And the fact that for Which Wich, for a turkey sandwich at Which Wich with chips and a drink was 15 bucks. I sound like an
Yeah.
old man now. I was like, and they didn't even get embarrassed by telling me it was $15.
Prices have gone up, man. It
Dude, and
sucks.
I don't think everybody's prices have gone up because we can still eat cheap at a lot of places. I'm like, dude, come on, Which you're going to charge me $15 for a combo sandwich that's just turkey on bread with some hot peppers and jalapenos and tomato and I was so mad, man. I was like, I'm gonna burn this place down. But so anyway, so when you tell me that Whataburger's 76 cents, I'm like, I could get a little excited for food.
Yeah.
It's 76 cents. So because we don't all have the Brian Kluger budget.
Man, nobody does.
Nobody does. All right. So, all right, we'll have to do that. So, you know what? You and I, if they open one up, I will go with you to Twin Peaks to get a cold beer because I've never been to Twin Peaks, and maybe I shouldn't judge something I've never experienced. I'm not going to like it, I can tell you, but if the beer's good and cold, it might make up for the experience.
Matt's gonna go in. He's like, cover up those titties, ma'am. Just don't. I don't want to see it. Just give me a cold beer. I'll shut her my. No, they want you to see it. It's great.
If you
Support
say so.
single moms. Support support good shit.
You know what? How did supporting single moms get into this whole list? I was raised by a single mom. She wasn't working at Twin Peaks.
That you know of.
Yeah, that's true. My mom did what she had to do, but yeah, it was funny. She was, yeah. So I'm all about the single moms for sure. Uh, for sure. All right, that's funny. Yeah, I didn't know,
All
but they're
about it.
gone.
He's
What
all
was the
about it.
place? What was the place? Because when I saw this article, it made me think of another place that people have been talking about in Dallas. If you're from Dallas, if you ever drove to downtown Dallas, you know exactly the place I'm talking about. It was up on a hill and it had like a little water fountain that would come down off the billboard. It
Oh
was
yeah,
like,
that's the Coors Light thing. It's off of getting off of 35 onto the
yeah,
tollway. It's
but
by yeah, it's the Coors Light building with the rocks and the thing. Yeah, it's
but
still
there used
there.
to be a famous restaurant. What was it called?
The Star Canyon.
There was no, it was something else even back then in the early 80s and 90s. It was
I thought it was
like
like Star Canyon or something like that.
maybe, but it was
No.
like a famous icon in Dallas as
Yeah.
far as, and they said they're going to open that back up because I think
Oh,
it's been
hell
closed
yeah.
forever.
Yeah.
So I have to research and see. So that was kind of what I thought about too when the restaurants and things in Dallas icons that have gone away and coming back. So is the Twin Peak things a national thing or is that just locally they're coming back?
I think it's like a Texas thing.
So has it always just been a Texas thing?
I'm trying to remember if that's been elsewhere. I think most of it's been in Texas.
All right. Yeah, interesting. Because I remember seeing them in Texas. There's a couple places, and I didn't see
Yeah.
them. I don't see them when I travel, but maybe because they went bankrupt. I don't know. All right. Well, you are fired up about the Rangers right now.
Got my Ranger shirt on.
I'm still like, okay, they're 2 games over 500. Let's not sell the bank to just go crazy about the
Let's not
Rangers.
start sucking each other's dicks just yet. That's what you're trying to say.
No, that
I
wasn't
get
what I
it.
was. It wasn't even close to what I was trying to say at all. Not even near it. I just am still like, all right, you're hovering at 500. That's great. But your thing was Rangers are on fire! Exclamation! Exclamation!
They
Exclamation!
are.
All right, what makes them on fire right now? Because they're not losing.
Well, they're not losing. They're hitting so much more. This last 4 game series with the Mariners, I mean, they are hitting home runs. Everybody was hitting multiple home runs. Peterson, Berger, Nimmo, Langford. They're all hitting home runs. They're all getting it done, man. It's crazy. They've been doing it. They've been, Latz is our ending. Our finishing pitcher is baller. DeGrom, Uvalde's doing well. They're doing it, man. They are doing it.
And that's good. I'm glad they're doing it because I mean, as much as again, I'm not a huge fan of baseball, I like when local teams win. I'm always going to support my local teams. But we're still at like 54, 52. We're still right there in that 50% range. And then starting today, as we're recording this, starting this afternoon, I think it's like a 5:40 Central Time pitch. We're taking on Tampa Bay. And I'm looking at Tampa Bay's record and they're 62 and 48. I'm like, now that's a cool record.
Oh,
Like if
Tampa
we were
Bay
in
is one
that
of the best
60
teams in the whole MLB right now.
right, so if we were in that 60-40 range instead of that 50-50 range, I would be a little bit more excited. And it also makes me wonder, they're on fire right now. Are they still going to be on fire when they get through this string with Tampa? They're playing in Tampa.
So here's
What
the
are we going to
thing.
look like 4 games from now?
Rangers have been stellar at away games this season.
Okay.
Also, the trade deadline is August 1st. So halfway mid-season, teams are that were once good after the trade deadline might not do as good the latter half, and then vice versa. I think the Rangers are in that vice versa where they're running that 50-50 gambit right now, and then after the trade deadline, they're really going to snap into to what they need to do. They'll win the next 30 games to get in those playoffs, and they'll do it.
All right. So you're not worried about going into this away series with Tampa Bay.
I'm not afraid of them going in away. They just came off major wins off of Mariners at home, which is great. But I will say, like, ooh, Tampa Bay is really good, but have they
Mhm.
played the Rangers? Like, I mean, I think with this team right now, they keep hitting we're going to destroy the Tampa Bay.
So you think we have the momentum coming off a 7-3 win last night against Seattle? We have the momentum
Yes.
to go into
Yes.
this game.
Absolutely.
All right. I hope so. Because see, this makes me excited about baseball. Your excitement is feeding into me.
No,
Like,
I mean if you watch it and you watch these double plays that we're making, where you watching the pitchers like just get everybody out, like and stopping the runs, and then when you see, our guys Peterson and Berger and Nimmo and Langford, hopefully Seager soon, hitting these home runs, hitting the ball, dude, it's baller. It's so
yeah,
good.
all right. Well, yeah, I mean, and again, you keep saying the word burger, and I'm getting hungry. Now let's talk about
Jake Berger, our
Whataburger and
first
then
baseman,
burger.
he's like a pudgy fucking first baseman, and he's
Yeah.
awesome.
If you could play baseball, what position would you want to play?
When I played baseball from 7 years old till 16, I
I
was
see you as
third
a
base.
catcher. You were third base?
Third base. I was the best third baseman in the league. Nobody got
Awesome.
past me. Yeah, I would
Nice.
still play third base.
You would. All right. So I pictured you as a catcher for some reason. My
Mm-mm.
favorite cousin, who I love more than anything, she played a lot and she was always catcher. So catchers are I think they're most underrated. They're not
My
just back
my
there
mother
catching.
in her softball league for years was catcher.
Yeah, catchers. I give a lot
I
of
was
respect
third
to
base.
catchers. Nice. So what's the key to playing third base?
Don't let any asshole come up to third base.
It's
Psych him
not. It's
out.
not. It's not like the octagon. You don't
Yeah,
just
you
not
got to
drop
know
kick
your
them.
batters. You got to know where that ball is going in between second and third. Yeah, it's a thing,
So it's
man.
covering that right there on the
Yeah.
foul line to mid
Yeah.
between
Don't
second
let the ball
base.
get past you if it's coming right there ever.
So it's more
And
playing
have
the
your
ball than the
line
player.
with the first baseman constantly.
Yeah. How are you hitting?
How was I hitting back then?
Yeah.
Wasn't a great hitter. I hit a little bit, but
So you
I'm
were like what,
afraid.
number 8 in the lineup?
No, I was always like I was usually like number two or like number five, one of those
Oh,
things.
all right.
Yeah.
That's not bad. Interesting. Yeah, I didn't play sports, so I have no reference for that at all. So, but
I
I think
played
if I
soccer and
played,
baseball a lot.
yeah, if I had to play sports, I mean, I think I would want to be, I don't know. I think I would want to play either, like I said, talent being talent. If I was able to play that position, I think either first base or shortstop.
All
I
right.
think
So
the outfield
shortstops.
would get boring. Now, there was a time in my life when I'd be like, I don't want to play outfield because I could just hang out all day and not do anything.
Yeah.
Maybe once an inning, something would happen and something would come my way.
Yeah.
But no, I think I'd want to,
Yeah.
I'd
Well,
want it to
third
be an
base.
excitement. Third
It was
base.
good. In soccer, my all the coaches, I played soccer for years, and my nickname was Wild Man because I wouldn't stick to a certain position. I would My goal was to murder the opponent team, whoever had the ball, and get the ball and get it down the field. I don't care what position it was, I don't care what it was happening. So they called me Wild Man, and it was crazy. It's what I used to run. Don't do that
Run. When's
anymore.
that
I'm
get
more
fun?
like the Norway guy that just walks casually and it's like, oh, I think I'll score a goal. And then,
Yeah. Hang out by the post on your phone till the ball rolls over there and then kick it in.
Yeah, absolutely. No, they called me wild man because I was just like, no, I want to murder somebody on the field and get the ball back.
See, that's soccer I would watch. I would watch that
Yeah,
kind of soccer. It's like the
yeah,
Happy
yeah, it was
Gilmore of
awesome.
soccer, man.
Yeah.
That would be fun. All right. Well, hopefully the Rangers do well. We'll see next week when we come back where how they fared
Yeah.
against the Tampa Bay. Don't tell me the Tampa Bay Marlins. No,
No,
that's not right. But the Lightning is the hockey team, right?
the Rays.
The Rays. Oh yeah, that doesn't make any sense because they're out, and it's not Sun Rays, right? It's Devil Rays. Is it Devil Rays, which is a shark?
Is it the Devil Rays? I'm looking it
I
up
don't.
right
Well,
now.
Rays is short for either like Devil Ray or something.
Yeah, the Tampa Bay Rays and MLB. Yeah, that's who they are. They are the Tampa Bay Rays. Yeah, I
They
always go
don't
the
say what
Devil.
kind of Ray.
Ray.
The Ray. Is it
I'm
like their
looking.
coach's name? Oh, that's Ray.
That's
That's Uncle
Ray.
Ray. We're
Tampa
named
Bay
after Uncle
Rays,
Ray.
man.
Maybe it could be anything. It could be a devil ray. It could be a sun ray. It could be a manatee.
Why are they called the
Yeah, because now I have to
Tampa
know.
Bay Rays? Tampa Bay Rays originates from a rayfish in a burst of sunshine.
Well, that's gay.
Gay? Named after a fish.
A fish in a ray of sunshine. Oh, let's play sports.
Yeah, it's what it is. That's what it's exactly. I'm a ray of sunshine. We're playing the Texas Rangers.
Oh no. We're gonna
No, we're
come in
the
there with
Rays.
boots and dust and a horse. Yay,
The
don't mess up our
happiest
ray
team.
though. Oh, you made our ray not shiny. Oh,
Oh.
that's great. Anyway, so yeah. I think I owe you an apology.
Okay.
This reminded me. I've been wanting to do this the last two episodes. Not necessarily an apology, but I need to retract on a statement. Maybe it is an apology. But talking about the name of the Tampa Bay team reminded me of this. You and I had a conversation. It was either episode 1 or 2 about the Cleveland Indians changing their name to the Cleveland, whatever they are now, Guardians. And we got this whole discussion of names and what's right and what's wrong. And I was adamant that the Indians needed to change their name, that it was not a great thing and they were good in doing it. And you're like, call them the Indians. That's what they are. It's Cowboys and Indians. Well, I had a discussion with, I have a soundboard in my home called my wife, who is far more and more intelligent than I will ever be, and able to decide, dissect, and to think, and to research, and to know. So she is my voice of wisdom. And I told her about our episode. I'm like, I can't believe Brian was saying we shouldn't change the name of the Cleveland Indians. And she's like, what's wrong with Indians? She's like, there's nothing derogatory about Indians. And I was like,
No.
what are you talking about? Well, so she told me we lived in Oklahoma for a while, and she worked alongside because of her job at OU. She worked alongside Native American cultures, and in that area, and she said they'll be the first to tell you that they're not offended by the word Indian. Indian
No.
doesn't bother them. They're like,
Thank you.
that's what we are. She's like, a Native American will tell you that we're Indians.
It's
That's
white
what we
men
are.
and crazy white women usually making the fucking fuss about
Well, that's
all of
what she said.
this.
She said the only people who have issue with the word Indians are white people.
Yeah.
And Indians will tell you they're, and so I was like, and first of all, I didn't want to be told I was wrong. That bothered me a little bit. But you know, if anybody's going to be take these and come at it from a wise, discerning perspective, it's going to be my wife. And so she was like, yeah, there's nothing wrong with the word Indians.
No,
They'll
there's
say
not.
that. So I was like, well, I need to tell Brian then that, yeah, he was probably right. He probably didn't deliver it correctly.
I did.
It was your tone of voice. It was your tone that
I
was
did. There's no tone of voice. I was trying to tell you. You know what? People say they hate being right. I love being right because I'm right 99% of the time. Nobody
yeah.
fucking listens. And
You know, and I'm
thank
able to admit
you.
when I'm wrong. So now I feel like I was on this mantle of like, let's change all these names And I didn't really, I should have went to the source. I should have asked a Native American, are you offended by Indian? They probably would have been like, no, it's kind of what we
No.
are.
Why are you offended by Indian? I thought you were offended by Indian. I am an Indian. Why would I? Yeah, it's a, you know what?
I know. Yeah. And she is like yeah, a small percentage, but she has my wife has an Indian heritage. I mean, so she has relative like in her ancestry. So she's like, Indian doesn't bother people who are Indian. They're not
Yeah.
offended by it. So anyway, I just thought I should bring that up. I've been
Well,
meaning to
thank
do that.
you. Apology accepted.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know if it was an apology. I was just saying that. But if you need to take it as an apology, feel free. But yeah, so I was like, okay. So now I think it's dumb that they changed the name.
Now
But
the question would be, can you say engine?
oh God.
INJUN. Can you say engine?
Um I see I don't know anymore. I don't know anymore. I'm sitting up here, a 60-year-old cracker. I don't know what's right and wrong, man. I don't I don't know. And she brought that point up too. She's like, if there was a team called the Washington Crackers, would you think it's funny? I'd be like, I think it's the greatest name ever. I'd go support a
Yeah,
team called
it's
the Washington
amazing.
Crackers.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Houston Honkies. I would be like,
The,
dude,
the,
where
the
do I get a
white
shirt?
the Whitefish Bay crackers.
I know. I mean, it's not nearly as gay as the Tampa Bay Rays, but it's what it is.
The Rays,
It's
fish and
the Rays.
sunshine.
Yay, the Rays. Oh, so that's awesome. So yeah, there you go. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what was you asked me a question about something, what I would feel like.
Would you call
Oh,
them engines?
engine. Yeah, yeah, again, I don't know. I still feel a little leery about certain things. You know, like the Bugs Bunny cartoon when he's shooting the Indians and he's like one little, two little, three little Indians and he's marking little tallies as he's shooting them.
Yeah.
It makes me cringe a little. It makes
What are
me
you
cringe,
talking
and maybe it
about?
shouldn't. Maybe it shouldn't. Maybe I don't have a place to cringe.
No.
No. All right. So what do you want? What do you want to end on? I know there's some Mavericks news.
Is
Jerry
there
Jones is
Mavericks
buying
news
their.
yet?
You said something about Jerry Jones is buying their arena or helping them build their arena.
Oh, yes, Mavericks. So yeah,
So
there's a little
Jerry
bit of
Jones trying to
Mavericks
make some
news.
money off this Mavericks move is what
There
Jerry
is
Jones is
so
doing.
yeah, so Mavericks again moving to the Valley View location, 635 and 75 Tollway area where the mall used to be. And they have enlisted Jerry Jones's company to help with the sale and the construction of premium seats and the construction of the whole building.
How much is
Jerry
Jerry gonna
Jones
make
got
off
his little
that?
hands in there. It's good shit.
He's gonna make so much money off that. He
Yeah,
is
it's good.
just
It's
gonna
good.
make.
And then we are getting the Atlanta's number one draft pick from a year ago to the Mavericks, which could be great.
Could be. Well, you said that we need some new players on the Mavericks, so maybe this will
Yeah, I
be our
think his name is
year.
Zachary something.
Yeah, and
But yeah, from
then
Atlanta, getting their number one draft pick.
nice. And then you said Jason Robertson signs a 1-year deal with the Stars.
I'm
So
fucking pissed about this, man. Like,
why?
Jason Robertson is the fucking best hockey player, and he wants to leave, and we're like, what? 1 year? He needs to sign 10 more years with the Stars, man. Come on.
So you're
One
not
year
mad
for
that he's
12 million.
saying you're mad that it's only a 1-year deal.
Yeah, I want him to stay, man. Jason Robertson's the best. Come on.
I
Like,
know.
we got Haskinen, we got Rantanen, we got Ottinger. Robertson is one of the best. And like, he signs a 1 year, meaning he wants to leave, he wants to do something else. No, keep him there. Show him the money, McGuire,
Mhm.
you know?
Yeah. Well, and this goes back to what we talked about at the top of the show is the fact that what does it do for morale when you're one of your best players on your team is like it's like if you were in a marriage and you're like at your wedding and you say till death do us part, you're like for the next year I do. It's
Yeah.
like
If you pay
it's
me this
like
money.
yeah, so
Yeah.
what's it going to do with how's your spouse going to feel knowing that okay, well the year's almost up, what's he going to do? It
And my
doesn't help
guess
you to
is he's
gel.
played for them and he's put his heart and soul, and they haven't made it to the Stanley Cup, and they're getting to the playoffs every time, but maybe they want to change. I was like, keep him on, give him the money. We want him here. I don't want him to go to another team.
Yeah.
At least he's here for another year. If they win the Stanley Cup next year with him, okay, I'm fine, but stay on.
Yeah.
Stay
All
on.
right. I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, final thought before we get out. A lot of sports stuff going on, everything else. We started with Spider-Man. Odyssey's in theaters. Is Spider-Man going to beat Odyssey at the box office? Prediction. Blind in
Oh yeah.
Texas prediction.
Yeah, opening weekend, Spider-Man will beat out, but I think Odyssey is still going to make a ton of money over the next few weeks.
Did you see it?
Spider-Man, huh?
Did you see Odyssey?
I did finally.
Did you? What format did you see it in?
70 millimeter.
You did go see. How did you get 70 millimeter tickets? Did you buy them like a year ago?
No, I just went during the day.
How did to the one on Web Chapel? Because that's our
No,
only.
no, I was 70 millimeter at Angelica.
Oh, okay. So it
I didn't
wasn't
go to
the 70 mil.
IMAX. I did the
Oh,
actual 70 millimeter projector. Yeah.
oh, gotcha, gotcha. And so, did you like the movie?
I gave it about, I was sitting between 75 and 85%, so maybe just around an 80%. I
Yeah.
think there was issues with it, mostly dialogue stuff, but man, there were some awesome scenes in there. I thought Damon did great. I thought Holland did great. Um, I want I want Nolan to do a straight horror movie now because there's
Everybody's saying that. Yeah.
some scenes in that film in Odyssey that were straight up terrifying. And at the end, man, when the black dude was like, "Oh, he Odysseus," and he gets, I was like, "I yes, I'm in. That was awesome.
It was
Let's
good.
go. Let's get
Yeah.
some." You know, I was like, "Oh, that was so good." So yes, I enjoyed it. There's issues. Better than Oppenheimer. Better than Tenet. Tenet. Um, I enjoyed it. Do I think it's going? Do I think it deserves Best Picture? I don't know. Probably not. Could it be nominated? Yes, of course. But uh
I mean, as
80% right
things
now. Yeah.
as
Huh?
things stand right now, if all things ended today, I think it would be Best Picture. I mean, we still have a
Right.
lot coming on the next.
We
I mean, the
do.
awards dump that's going to happen in the next 5 months is going to be crazy. But I
Yeah.
think where it stands right now, it will. Yeah, it wasn't a perfect movie. I think it was. I enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. There was parts about it that I would have changed, but I still think it's a pretty dang good, at least nominated Best Picture, if not winner.
Right. No, well, not winner, but
And I
I
didn't
could
know the
see some things.
story. I'd never read the Odyssey, so I was on the edge of my seat wondering how if he was going to get home or not.
Yeah, I mean, I read the Odyssey a long time ago. You know, you've seen the Sinbad, you've seen Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? It's all the same thing, but
Yeah. All right.
Nolan does good shit. I mean, mostly, but
Mostly. Yeah. I still
mostly.
take his Dark Knight trilogy over anybody else's.
Oh,
100%.
his Dark Knight trilogy is amazing. And I mean, The Prestige is great. Inception is great. You know, we're
Mm,
good.
those were one and
Tenet and
dones.
Oppenheimer, not so much, but
Yeah. I still don't know what Tenet was about. I have no idea.
nobody knows.
Nobody knows. All right. Well, that's Mr. Brian Kluger. Check him out at boomstickcomics.com. All of the podcasts that he does. He does a really great one called My Bloody Podcast if you're into horror and all those things bloody. Check that out for sure. And always follow us, see what we're doing online on our YouTube channel, Spotify, Apple, wherever you get your podcasts. You can follow us there. And check me out at mungleshow.com. We'll be back next week with more sports, how'd the Rangers do, who else signed, who didn't sign, and what's tops at the box office, and who's running for president. We don't even know that yet. So we're just going to do it all blind in Texas for you right here next week.